Well, what are we going to talk about today? Yes, what is this video titled? How to Repair a Carpet Strand? Well, the first thing you got to do is get some crazy glue gel. This is super glue gel, and the label came off it, but I like to use it in a squeeze bottle like this because it holds more. And see, you can see how much is still left. About right there, I believe that's how much is left. When you get those little containers of them, you squirt a little bit out and then you put the lid back on, and by the next time you're ready to use it, it's dry. And so those are like use once and throw away. Well, this doesn't cost that much more for so much more. And the only trick about this is once you use it for a while and you open it up next time, this is all dry. So what I normally do is I'll take a sheetrock knife and I'll clean all that stuff off. I've already done it. I should have not done it, but you just clean it all off like that. And then sometimes you might have to cut the tip off just a little bit more, or take the tip of this and hold your mouth just right and kind of ream it out. And then even then sometimes it doesn't do it, and I thought, man, I wish I had something small, and I did. This little thing used to be a paper clip, and I fashioned it into a tool with a little hook on it, and that was for fixing ceiling fan pull chains. When they broke off, I would fish that up in there, grab the remaining chain, and I'd take it all apart and take that piece down on the counter and work on it, or leave it up. I would even leave it up there sometimes too and try to fish it out if I could. Okay, and so I just use just that little tip, and I clean that out. And now it's working good. That's the hardest thing about crazy glue, is what do you do next time you need it and that tip is all plugged off? Because you could cut the whole tip off real far with a pair of cutters. I wouldn't suggest using your knife because sometimes you could slip and cut your thumb or finger. I've done it before. So sometimes I'll use this and I'll just cut it. But then your tip gets bigger and bigger, and maybe you don't want your tip too big. Okay? So that's the first thing on how to repair a carpet strand. All right, let's go find one on the carpet and see what we can do. Now here's my other weapon, my little screwdriver again. I clean off the tip, and sometimes, especially if I use super glue on there a little bit, then it's all gummy, and then I'll let it dry and clean it off again. I take my sheetrock knife and I'll just clean all of that stuff off after it dries. Okay, and I do this every once in a while just to keep my tip of my screwdriver clean. Okay, so we're going to take that. That's all I'm going to do. Let me grab my knee pad, and there's a carpet strand over here. I've got a carpet strand right down here. See that one right there? See this strand here? Now, if I cut that off with some scissors or something, then I'm going to leave a hole right there, and that's not too bad. It's kind of behind the door and stuff. I don't like to do that. I will kind of look at this and see where the piece that was in the carpet is. I kind of see where that's going to go, and sort of try to have a game plan on how I'm going to push that back in there. Okay? Because I want it to look halfway decent when I get done. I got this pulled back here, and it looks like there's a piece right there that has to go down in there. So see, I'm going to hold that out like that, get my glue ready, and I'm just going to put some down in there. And I checked this before to make sure it was coming out, and it was. Okay, now I can take my screwdriver, push it down into the crazy glue gel, and see right there is that next part that needs to fit down in there. I'm just going to push it in the crazy glue and kind of hold it down in there a little bit, and kind of push that one back down in there, hold it. And sometimes I have to hold the carpet before I pull this out, or twist the screwdriver a little bit before I pull it out. Okay, there, look at that, it's fixed.